Of the 2,000 regular Speedway riders, 16 were hand-picked for the first indoor British Cycle Speedway Championship at Swindon's Oasis Leisure Centre. The half-size, specially built track leaving no room for error and demanding more skill than speed. The start was of vital importance and a shock for Colin Wheeler in Heat 7 as he was caught by the rising gate. Here in slow motion, Miller in the white helmet. As the gate rises, is caught underneath his helmet, and the tapes at first do not seem to give at all, and Miller tries to ride away. But they gradually pull Miller's head back, a very nasty looking accident indeed, although Miller himself was unharmed. And after this incident, the judges asked all the riders to start slightly short of the gate itself. In the 9th heat, reserve rider Richard Edge made full use of his inside gate to win the battle for the first corner. And he moved into the lead down the back straight. While enthusiasm got the better of Roger Henshaw, another reserve, the horsepath rider took a clear lead. With already a win and second in previous heats, Edge was proving an embarrassing threat. While behind, in second place here, Derek Garnett, 4 times the outdoor champion and now 45 years of age, fought well to maintain an astonishing challenge. By heat 15, Edge, now in gate 2 with the white helmet, was the overall leader. But in gate 4, nearest the camera and wearing number 10, was Jeff Patman, who also had come through the heats well. This was a bad start for Patman, as out in front goes Colin Wheeler. Edge challenges for second place when Jimmy Varnish knocks Edge in the ribs and puts him on the ground, and that earned Jimmy Varnish, the national junior champion, an exclusion from the heat. Riders being called to a rerun without Varnish, which now meant that Varnish, having not scored points in one of the heats, virtually has lost all hope of winning the senior indoor title. In the rerun, the riders retained their same starting order, but in the absence of Varnish in gate 3. Edge with the white helmet again in gate number 2, and this time wins the battle for the corner. But on that very bend, loses it, and indeed the referee decided he fell of his own doing, and therefore the heat went on, and Edge now in 3rd place. While out in front, in 2nd place, the most dangerous challenge now to Edge is number 10, Patman, and Colin Wheeler, the leader, wearing number 3. Wheeler retained his first position all the way round this final lap, being chased all the way by Patman, and Edge scoring only 2 points. And now look at the overall standings after 4 rides by each competitor proved that the fall cost Edge a clear lead. He shared first place on 13 points with Alan Miller from Bristol, while Derek Garnett, Malcolm Lane and Jeff Patman all had 12 points each. Heat 17 and Colin Strutt, the current outdoor champion from Basildon, excluded for unnecessary force in Heat 11, is no longer a threat. But watch Patman now in gate number 2. Patman makes a very good start indeed now and is beginning to come a real challenge to Edge, the young man from Oxford. Showing all the skill on this very, very difficult track now, Patman goes well clear of the field, and while Brett is excluded there and running off the track, Patman goes on to a clear victory. This was the most convincing victory of the afternoon to give Jeff Patman 16 points at the end of his series. And now he sits back to see what the rest can do to join him at the top. In the next heat, 18, Edge and Miller level on 13 points each, and either needing victory here for the title or in lanes 3 and 4 nearest the camera. Not surprisingly, Miller tried to make the first on the bend and cut across the other 3 riders, and the referee calls a restart. outside again in the white helmet wearing 7. Miller again tries to go into the corner first. This time ricochets off Edge wearing number 16, and Phil Pilbrow and Dave Caulfield are on the floor. And now we can see in slow motion how anxious the two riders on the outside are to make that bend first. Miller, clearly the quickest rider away from the gate, but leans on all of the other riders, and down they go like a pack of cards on the inside, and the referee quite rightly calls them all back to the line for a third time. And the order the same on the outside. Miller, just inside him in the white helmet is Edge, and Edge wisely waits there for the crush, goes through on the inside, a very good start. Miller having a very bad session now at the back and off his bicycle. Miller in all sorts of trouble now at the back of the field. While Edge comes through in second place, he needs to win this one to win the title. And while Caulfield has gone off the course and I think has been excluded, Phil Pilbrow takes the lead. Edge in second place, Miller in third spot. Both those riders need the victory for the title, and neither seem likely to get it as Pilbrow goes across the line. In second place is Edge, and in third place Miller. And so to heat 19, still a chance for veteran Derek Garnett in gate number 1 on the inside, who needs to win this to qualify for the ride-off between Patman and Edge, who both have 16 points. All the skill of many years of Cycle Speedway now being shown here by Garnett as he holds off on the outside Malcolm Lane, watching him all the time, not using more energy than necessary on the very slippery surface here at the leisure centre. And Garnett now needing these 4 points for a ride-off 4 times, British champion, and Lane has hit the back of him. And over the top of him now goes Colin Wheeler. Oh dear me, Garnett in all sorts of trouble. Up on the inside comes Pip Serbert and Colin Wheeler. They finish in second and first place respectively. So Garnett doesn't make the ride-off. Here is the ride-off, and a sudden death heat between 33-years-old Patman and Richard Edge, just 17, and never been heard of outside of Oxford. Unfortunately, Edge having the worst part of the draw on the outside, nearest the camera. And on the inside, former champion, 1971 British outdoor champion now, Jeff Patman, goes out in front, holding his line on all the corners. The skill now coming into it more than the speed. Patman watching his line all the time, not allowing Edge to come up on him, knowing exactly where he is. And it looks very much now as though the man who has been the British champion in 1971, the South Australian champion in 1981 and third in 1981 in the outdoor championship, has won the first ever British indoor title.
There is the official result, a win there for Jeff Patman. In second place, Richard Edge, and in third place, Alan Miller.